Hello, all. Welcome to another edition of King Joe's Kingdom of Collectibles. This one is football cards. Today we are showing off the 1992 NFL Gameday set, which if you were lucky enough to pick up this binder that came with it. Let me see if I can show you it says on the side. Open it up. Now these were ticket size cards, 6 per sheet, 500 card set. Jim Kelly, Ricky Irvins, Joe Montana. These were a nice looking card. A lot of info on them. James Joseph, Terrell Buckley, Andre Tippett, James Hafey, James Francis, John Elway, Eric Dickerson, Warren Moon, Irving Fryer, Lonzo Spellman, John Freeze, Tracy Scroggins, that's his rookie card, David Klingler, Deion Sanders, Bruce Smith. See, I like how they did the player stands out in color and the other guys were black and white. Lawrence Taylor, Mike Merriweather, Roman Pfeiffer, Gary Anderson, Cornelius Bennett, Willie Flipper Anderson, Gary Clark, Steve Entman, Brent Jones, Jeff Hostetler, Keith Jackson, Gary Plummer, Greg Stepnick, Carl Pickens, Doug Smith, Jack Del Rio, Mike Singletary, Mark Rippon, Neil O'Donnell. I threw the Super Bowl. Eric Allen, Nate Lewis, Kevin Smith. I like how there's a Kevin Smith must be like a normal name. Calvin Williams. Marv Cook. Derek Thomas. Steve Bono, Chris Carter, Anthony Carter, Greg Townsend. Mark Carrier. Nick Lowry, Ricky Prohl, Keith Sims from the Dolphins, Tom Rathman, David Treadwell, Mike Tomczak, Gaston Green, Reggie White, Andre Reed, Marvin Washington, Steve Young, Broderick Thomas, Troy Aikman, Brian Blades, Russell Maryland, Charles Haley, James Lofton, Tim McGee, Haywood Jeffries, Charles Mann, Mel Gray, Barry Word, Tommy Machine Gun Maddox, Bernie Kosar, Rob Moore, Dan Marino, Courtney Hawkins, Leonard Marshall, Willie Galt, Altoon, Ronnie Lott, Ernest Givens, Van Johnson, Chris Dolman, Pat Swilling, Merle Hodge, Sterling Sharp, Randall Cunningham, Carnell Lake, Vinnie Clark, Ken Norton, William Perry, Eric Metcalf, Roger Craig, Leon Searcy. Eric Martin of the Saints. Jim Everett, Michael Dean Perry, Greg Lloyd. Avoid Lloyd. Ken O'Brien, Tim Rosenbach, Bill Pickle. What a name, Pickle. Webster Slaughter. Howie Long, Bruce Armstrong, Mike Golick, Andre McMillan, Marquise Pope, Pierce Holt, Jerry Rice, Vinny Testaverde, Bart Oates, Keith McCants, Brian Washington, Lewis Lips, Christian Okoye, Ironhead, Benny Blades, Chris Miller, Bubba McDowell, Levon Kirkland, Cortez Kennedy, Andre Bruce, Jeff Fiegels, Michael Irvin, Anthony Munoz, Nate Newton, Steve Smith, Craig Hayward was Ironhead. Christian Okoye, I forgot his nickname. Ironhead Hayward, that was it. Shannon Sharp. Andre Ware. John Taylor. Chris Singleton. Hugh Millen. Tony Zendejas, Boomer Esiason, Kurt Barber, Thurman Thomas, Dermani Donson, Felipe Sparks, Carl Banks, Dwight Stone, Neil Anderson, Michael Hayes, Fred Barnett, Junior Seau, Mark Clayton, Marco Coleman, Tommy Vardell, TD Tommy, Steve Israel, Darren Woodson, Reggie Roby, Ray Childress, Eric Green, Mark Carrier, Vince Workman, Hartley Dykes, Bill Romanowski, Bert Grossman, Dion Jerry, Jay Novacek, Ricky Jackson, Neil Smith, Herman Moore, Rich Gannon, Rodney Peete, Alvin Harper, Andre Rison, Phil Simms, Art Monk, Vance Johnson, Ray Agnew, Joe Jacoby, Eric Swan, Leroy Horde, Emmett Smith, Dino Hackett, Ernest Biner, did I forget somebody here? No. Then you have that's card number 500, and this is what the wrapper looked like. And there you have, these are just double cards. I actually have to, they have an uncut sheet that I have to find and put in here too. And there you have the NFL Gameday set. And as always, I thank everybody out there for viewing and subscribing. King Joe out.